Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss a very valuable topic. So let's get started with the video. Sugar is found in nearly all the foods we consume. Tea, soft drinks, cakes, bread, cereals, and even sauces. It's so ubiquitous in life that we hardly even get an opportunity to think about how it's produced. But behind each spoonful of sugar lies a long and intricate process that has been completely changed over the decades. The sugar business is today experiencing a revolutionary transformation. A novel technology of processing has overpowered and transformed the refining and extraction of sugar. It's quicker, cleaner, less expensive, and more notably friendly to the environment. This type of technology, apart from altering sugar production, is saving energy, water, and preserving the earth. A quick look at how sugar was processed in the past. Earlier, sugar was a luxury item. Sugar cane and sugar beet were processed into crystals gradually and laboriously. Laborers boiled raw juice in open vessels, manually filtered out impurities, and waited for the juice to solidify. Steam-powered machinery and huge boilers were used over the years. Methods such as carbonation and ion exchange became routine operating procedures. These methods enhanced sugar production, but at the expense of something: gigantic amounts of water, chemicals, fuel, and manpower. Sugar mills implemented these methods for decades since they were tested and proven, but not ideal. Pollution, high cost, and humongous wastage were some of the problems. What changed the game? With increased awareness and increased energy prices, the sugar business required something new. The solution was to find a less expensive, less resource-intensive, and less wasteful process without compromising sugar quality. That is when membrane filtration came into the picture. The new technology offered just what the business required: a high-technology yet affordable process for cleansing by physical membranes rather than chemicals. Relative to traditional systems, the process is cleaner to run, requires less space, and produces higher quality sugar. It did not take long before companies and countries realized its potential. Now, membrane filtration is being implemented as the #1 choice for new sugar mills and current ones. What is membrane filtration? Membrane filtration is based on a simple principle: separation. The technology utilizes thin sheets of man-made substance called membranes that only allow particular particles to pass through. A highly advanced coffee filter is a good example. In the sugar industry, membranes filter clear sugar juice from dirt, bacteria, proteins, and color particles. Industry uses two types of membranes: ultrafiltration, UF, which filters out big particles, and nanofiltration, NF, which filters out small molecules. In either case, the system delivers high purifications with no degradation of the natural sweetness and integrity of the sugar. How the process happens, step by step. The process begins with the extraction of juice from sugar beet or sugarcane. The juice is cloudy, dark, and has unwanted material. Instead of adding sulfur or lime for cleaning, the membrane factories pump it through a series of membrane units. These are pressure operated and can be used continuously. Impurities are left on one side of the membrane when the juice is passed through, and clear juice is pumped out to the other side. Clean juice is pumped into the evaporation and crystallization processes where it is created as raw sugar. Whatever is left behind can be washed from the membranes and discarded or recycled. The entire system reduces the usage of chemicals to a great extent, keeps the quality of sugar high, and saves a lot of water and time. Why this method is dominating the industry? There are benefits of membrane filtration that should not be ignored. First, it's an environmentally friendly process. It reduces or even eliminates the use of poisonous chemicals like lime, sulfur, and phosphates. This means reduced air and water pollution. Second, it uses much less energy. Traditional systems demand massive amounts of heat and prolonged boiling, whereas membranes use low temperatures with greater velocity. Third, it is space-saving. Membrane units are compact and can be mounted even in small mills. Fourth, it enhances sugar quality by removing more color, bacteria, and non-sugar material. The end product is cleaner, whiter, and truer sugar, with better shelf life and flavor. Time and money saving. The membrane filtration technologies are cost-effective in the long run. Although equipment is more expensive to buy, savings in operation make the investment worth it. Plants using membranes, for example, use less fuel since they do not burn fuel to heat massive tanks. They save water since the same water gets filtered and reused repeatedly. Labor is saved as well since the system is automated and there are fewer things to check manually. The membrane units also run continuously, whereas traditional processes must shut down and run now and then for maintenance. All these cost sugar companies money and contribute to profits, and therefore this technology is preferable. Countries that have adopted this strategy. Across the world, nations with sugar industries are adopting membrane filtration. In India, a major sugar industry, the majority of the mills in Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and Gujarat are investing in membrane systems. The world's largest sugar exporting nation, Brazil, is retrofitting plants with this new technology to meet environmental regulations as well as improve efficiency. Thailand and Australia are replacing the traditional units with membrane units to save water and improve product quality. Even in America and Europe, companies are retrofitting plants with this process as part of their strategy to be sustainable. Governments are offering subsidies and incentives for the same. Industry leaders and brands applications of membrane systems. Industry players are supplying membrane systems to sugar producers. GEA, Pentair, Alfa Laval, and Suez are industry players in filtration systems. The systems are manufactured according to the size and capacity required by each sugar mill. They are low in maintenance, abrasion resistant, and can run continuously for a long period without any problem. The companies also provide training courses, spares, and maintenance services for extended use. With increased demand, the companies are also regularly bringing in innovations, stronger membranes, quicker systems, and intelligent controls to enable the sugar producers to produce more and less waste. The benefit outweighs sugar production. The advantages of membrane filtration do not stop at sugar itself alone. It makes conditions in factories cleaner and safer for labor by minimizing contact with chemicals. It makes rivers and the air clean and pollution-free. It provides sugar industries with a cleaner image, one that investors and consumers love. Some even receive environmental certifications or even awards for embracing the use of this technology. And with clean production of sugar, there is less chance of product recall since it is not tainted. Membrane filtration is not technological innovation alone. It's a complete upgrade of responsibility, quality, and safety. Limitations and challenges. Even though membrane filtration is highly effective, it is not free from limitations. It is extremely costly to initiate. Small-scale operations may not be able to invest in starting up. The membranes are fouled or clogged by bacteria and dirt unless they are cleaned. What this means is that the plant has to be well fitted with cleaning machinery and well-skilled workers. Neglect of maintenance can reduce efficiency and affect the quality of sugar. The membranes also need to be replaced every few months or years, depending on utilization. In spite of the limitations, most companies believe that the pros outweigh the cons. Are these challenges worth it? But with a few exceptions of the sugar mills using membrane systems, all of them have excellent long-term performance. The cost of buying and installing the system is typically paid back within a couple of years through energy savings and less maintenance. Probably, collapsed companies that fail to adhere to the requirements of environmentalists can be subjected to fines and deportation from that area. The trend nowadays goes to the consumers more than to the retailers with regards to the way their products were made. It isn't a cost-saving approach. It is maintaining competitiveness in a new world. In the long run, the challenge is tiny compared to the long-term dividend. Blending membrane technology with aging systems. Alternative sugar mills take a compromise approach. Instead of replacing the whole operation, they add membrane units to existing ion exchange or carbonation systems. This improves performance without the cost of a complete replacement. For example, membranes can be used for pre-treatment, juice screening, before it is pumped into standard tanks. This eases the load on older systems and improves overall results. Companies can phase upgrades stage by stage. This allows for even more sugar mills, especially in the third world, to integrate enhanced output without the need to close down. What is the future of sugar processing? Will membrane technology be improved in the next few years? There are membrane technologies in the pipeline that are long-lived, fouling-proof, and even self-purging. Smart sensors and AI valves are being introduced to track pressure, flow rate, and concentration levels of impurities at all times. Automation minimizes the human factor and maximizes performance. Sugar mills will be almost completely automated, with very little human touch expected. As climate change is now a very serious concern, the demand for clean, low-energy processing will only continue to increase in the future. Membrane filtration will lead the sugar industry towards a cleaner, greener future, moving towards zero waste. Among the largest dreams of sugar making today is zero waste. Membrane filtration brings the company closer to the ideal. The process generates very little waste at each stage. The water employed in filtration can be collected, sterilized, and reused. The waste that is filtered by membranes can be composted or actually be utilized to generate animal feed. The sugarcane fiber remaining after juice extraction is usable to produce electricity or paper. A factory that manufactures all it consumes and throws away nothing is more profitable and more sustainable. Membrane technology brings that dream closer. Why the industry is making this shift? The sugar industry has at long last come to its senses and understood that it must adapt if it is to survive. Energy is costly, water is short, and pollution is in the spotlight. Government and consumers want cleaner, greener, and safer products. The solution is membrane filtration. By using it, sugar producers can remain in sync with the contemporary world without compromising their bottom line. That is why it is not only multinational organizations that are embracing the practice. Medium and small factories are already seeking alternatives. Industry reports indicate that worldwide demand for industrial membranes will grow at a high rate in the coming decade, and that sugar processing is among the driving industries for demand. Key points. What we've learned: traditional sugar processing methods, despite being good in the past, are no longer sustainable and efficient. Well, I have to say that membrane filtration is not just the cold, clean at the speed of light, smartest methods. It uses fewer chemicals, water, and energy, and produces a better quality of sugar with less environmental impact. Okay, it isn't perfect, but the long-term benefits are infinitely better. And that's why more nations and corporations are making the switch. It's not just driving the industry, it's defining its future. What's next? In a world that is changing, the sugar industry is teaching us that heritage and innovation can certainly be together. Not only is business making more scrumptious sugar, but a healthier world too, with membrane filtration. With this technology still in its developmental stages and on the rise, we'll be witnessing even more amazing things being done to our common foods. So the next time you sweeten your cornflakes or chug a can of soda, be aware it might have been produced using one of the world's most sophisticated food technologies. If you found this video valuable, give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Who knows, could be someone out there curiously asking where their sugar comes from. If you have any comments or inquiries, drop them below the comment area. We enjoy listening to them, and we do usually respond. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and click the small bell icon so that you will never miss a new video from our channel, where we will speak about food tech, farming trends, factory processes, and new inventions. Lots of exciting stuff to be learned. Thanks very much for spending time with us today. We hope you enjoyed learning about the Hash1 sugar processing method that is running the industry. And so, keep watch on more thrilling topics ahead. Until then, stay curious and keep feeling around in the sweet side of science.